All right, new week's video update time. We got the intercooler mounted, kind of. It's just kind of temped in place with a little bracket right now. Radiator, this is the new radiator, the shorter one. I bent these tabs down because they got to clear the nose, and I'm trying to get the radiator up as high as I can. So now that the top tabs, so there's the same tabs on the bottom there. Regardless, bent the tops down, nose fits over it. We're gonna cap off this. And then this guy is gonna sit right in there, like so. It's gonna go through and connect straight to the turbo. And then on the other side, same thing, we're gonna cap this off, and it's gonna come out here, go through there, and come right up here and connect to this elbow. What else did we do? We got the filler neck, working on that. Got it at the highest point. It's higher than the steam ports here. So that's good. It's gonna go, obviously it's gonna go through and attach right to here. I've got some aluminum tubing on the way to finish that. The wastegate, this is a twin scroll housing that sucked to cut that out. This actually works well. You see this, people doing the wastegate coming right off of the turbine housing. But you can see I've got it like it's coming out and into there. It's not coming out in a 90-degree out of the housing. You see some people just plug it straight onto the side at a perpendicular angle, and that's not, you don't want to do that. I mean, it works, but ideally if you're going to do it, I mean, I guess try and make it flow as straight of a path as you can. So I still got room here to throw my nipple on there for the top port, and yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. You can see I got the bottom radiator hose that's gonna go there and connect there. May modify that a little bit, but overall that's where we're sitting. The radiator's a little crooked. Intercooler straight. I'll show you here in a second when I put the nose on. The intercooler straight, the radiator's a little crooked. I don't really care, you're never gonna see that. So, all right, there it is with the intercooler on. You can see I'm gonna end up having to notch a little bit right here where the inlet for the intercooler needs to go. Same thing over here, just a little bit on the bumper on the underside, but I think that's fine. But you can see the intercooler sits straight. It's the radiator that's crooked. But yeah, overall, that's progress. I'll probably get more done tomorrow. I don't know. I would have made it further with intercooler piping, but my dumbass ordered 2.5-inch piping and didn't realize it when I was supposed to order 3-inch, so I had to send that back and order the right stuff. So that's going to put me back about a week. That's okay. I don't really have a goal as far as or a date as far as when this thing is going to be driving. So I mean, I'd like to get it done this summer. I think that's plenty of time, but yeah, either way, you stress yourself out when you start putting hard dates on stuff. So don't do that. It's a project. Have fun with it. Don't stress yourself out. Okay, so today we're working on the S13 240SX subframe into the Z31. You have to do some notching on the unibody. So you got to do a notch there, there, and there. I try not to go too big right off the bat because it's easier to take more material out than it is to fill it back in. And then you gotta clean up here and weld your studs back there for the rear pickup points, because these are the factory ones for the Z31 that come off the rear diff. It's not the same for the 240. They gotta go right there. So we'll show you here in a little bit. Okay, got the notching done. Quite a bit of notching there. I said I didn't want to go too much, but now I have a big hole, whatever. And I use my bolts. There's a kit you can buy. I don't buy the kit, I just do it this way. My reinforcement plates there. I'm gonna weld all that up and then bolt the subframe up. Okay, here we go. Subframe is bolted up. That's all welded. I have to fill in all of these. Obviously there's still holes, but you can see it's all notched for where the arms are gonna swing and all that. So that's the recap for this week. Subframe in, and radiator in, intercooler in. I mean, in-ish. I still gotta cap all that stuff, like I said in the beginning of the video. But yeah, not bad for this week. We'll wait for the intercooler pipes to show up and then keep going. And that'll be the next part.